Hello there! From behind the yellow line, this is Trammin episode 252. My name is Kirk, and as always, I'm joined by my friend and hopeless romantic, Christian Rainwater.
What's up, everybody? Our big third topic of the week is the romanticization of Disneyland.
He did all right.
Hello, everyone. Welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast. Please lower your head and watch your step while boarding. As a courtesy to other passengers, we ask that there be no eating, drinking, or smoking on board. In just a few moments, we will begin our trip into the Disneyland Resort news and topic of the week. Ladies and gentlemen, this tram is ready to depart. Driver, you are clear.
Welcome back to Trammin, everyone. Happy Wednesday and happy Valentine's Day. We are your hosts, Kirk and Rain. What's up, Rain?
The way my notes, this whole doc thing is working right now, I think you replaced the big third topic of the week is, I don't know if you replaced it on the doc.
I did,
but on mine, because I copied it earlier, it says topic. So I was about to say topic, and that's why I stumbled on romanticization. Romanticization.
No, romanticization.
Sure.
That's what I see. You did all right.
Too many ziz.
It was going to be romanticizing Disneyland, but
That's
we're
easier
not
to say.
doing that. It's the romanticization of Disneyland.
Okay.
But lucky for you, you don't have to say it anymore.
I don't.
So,
Hey, what do you think of the fit, dude?
yeah.
All white.
Would you say you have a painter named Pintor?
Yeah, I had R.I.P. Pintor.
Is he on the list?
He's on the list, dude.
Oh, man.
He's on the list. Yeah, he used to be our airbrusher, and he got killed in Mexico.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, yeah. We have multiple people who have been murdered in Mexico. That's a scary
They
place.
weren't there on work, everyone. They were
Oh,
just,
no.
They were just there.
Yeah. They were living in Mexico at the time, not working for us anymore.
Jesus.
So, yeah, crazy stuff.
Crazy. Yeah. For those of you who don't know, you pop it on YouTube. Rain is dressed in all white because of a cool photo shoot he was in.
Yeah.
He'll let us know about that.
It should come
At a
out by
later
the
date.
20th, I think. Yeah, we'll see. But I feel like there's a lot of families on cruises
Uh-huh.
that do this because they have all white parties on cruises.
Yeah. Those
You know
are-
what I'm talking about?
Yeah. It's a little weird, right?
Very weird. Very weird. I'm
They
not
couldn't think of a different name. You know what the Ducks called it when they were in the Stanley Cup for the first time?
What's that?
So home jerseys used to be white.
Mm-hmm.
So they would just call it a whiteout.
Mm,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, it's a whiteout. Like instead of like a blackout, it's it's a whiteout. Everyone's wearing white.
Not an all-white party.
all white game. It's called a whiteout party.
yeah. But my
Or
client,
whiteout night out, you know?
you know what my client calls this?
Huh.
This fit? The Dickie suit.
It is.
It is. Yeah. And I think if you go on Dickie's website, it's literally called the Dickie suit. So it's Dickie shirts, button up, and then the Dickie pants.
Dickies pants.
Dickie's pants.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lil Dickies is someone else.
Oh.
My cousin Autumn.
My favorite, dude.
I've showed you that, right?
Yeah.
How they look the same.
Yeah, they do. They definitely do. I saw him in concert once.
Huh.
Yeah, he was great.
He had a show, right?
Dave.
Right.
Still haven't seen it. I need to watch that though.
All right. Well, let's see something else with
Mousekeeping. If this is your first time here, welcome aboard Trammin, a Disneyland podcast, where Kirk and I talk about the Disneyland Resort through and only through our eyes. Listen to full episodes every Wednesday or topic only uploads on Big Thunder Thursdays. If you enjoy the show, subscribe, comment, and review us wherever you can, including Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and of course my favorite, YouTubes. For a visual guide of the show, follow at Trammin Podcast on Instagram and right into the show ahead at Trammin.com/ask. While you're on Trammin.com, catch up on lore, check out our recommendations, or download some artwork for your personal use. If you want to chat with us on Discord, ask us how. And you can find all these links and lore on Trammin.com.
Yes, you can. I could have said let's pick up all the broken or pieces of a broken heart with.
Mousekeeping.
Yeah, but we don't.
If done.
Yeah, if we're our hearts are good. All right, let's get in some news. Indiana Jones Adventure at Disneyland Park will be closed for refurbishment starting March 17th. A reopening date is not yet available.
Shout out. I feel like it's not in that much of a horrible state right now. Almost everything is working right now.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it up.
Yeah,
Keep it up.
Keep it up. Season of the Force runs from March 28th through May 11th. Let us know if we should do like an episode because there's some interesting stuff and a foodie guide. So maybe we'll do a Season of the Force Returns again.
Yeah, that sounds good, dude.
Yeah.
I like glanced at that foodie guide. Some really cool stuff.
They said there's a foodie guide to come.
Oh, there's more than what was.
Yeah, and
okay,
and
cool.
they're adding some more entertainment. So maybe we could talk about the implications of what they're adding.
Yeah.
So we'll get back to that another time. So we'll leave that. But there is some new eats. And we'll just do a little quick thing. So, from the Disney Eats Instagram, your mission: try the new Captain America themed food and drinks only at Disneyland. Available February 14th. Only February 14th? Who knows? The Red Gamma Gulp Red Velvet Cold Brew with cream cheese cold foam.
That's a pass on my part.
Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be good.
But cream cheese cold foam, same stuff as Black Calf, right?
Oh.
If that's the case, I'm in.
Hmm.
I'm in.
Okay. Let's see if that's better exposed. All right. Captain America Shield Sipper. It's just the shield. It's just it's a shield.
That's hollow, and you can fill with liquid.
Don't fill this up with liquid.
Yeah. How do you wash that? You just don't, right? Like,
does that thing come off? I don't know. Don't do it. Liberty Punch. Litmus lemonade layered with blue Hawaiian and topped with citrus meringue foam.
Cool.
Is that that's alcoholic, right? Maybe? Probably not. And the pepperoni pizza pocket. In a world of sleeveless hot pockets, a hero emerges. Pepperoni, mozzarella, and house-made marinara sauce wrapped in empanada dough. That looks...
Let's go, dude.
Yeah,
Let's go.
as Rain would say, it looks fantastic. I'm in.
Yeah.
Red Rage Wings. Spicy chicken wings tossed in habanero sauce and served with potato bites. Those are tater tots. And ranch dressing.
Cool.
Yeah, looks
Cool.
good.
Let's do it.
And a cheese pizza pocket. Mozzarella and house-made marinara wrapped in empanada dough.
So is this for Captain America?
Brave New World.
Brave New World.
Didn't even know that was coming out this weekend.
Crazy, huh?
When John said he was watching Brave New World, I'm like, the Aldous Huxley book?
Shout out to that book, dude.
Crazy book.
Just shout out.
Crazy book. So, yeah. I don't think there's really any other news, huh?
Not that I know of. I did not even know that came out. So that's cool.
Yeah. As far as the movie, if you said there's a new Captain America, I would know. But I didn't.
It is Captain America.
I know.
Yeah.
But the fact that they changed the name 100 times.
Yeah. Yeah,
Dude,
they did.
I know they knew they would have lost money. But New World Order was so good.
Yeah.
That's such a good name. All these conspiracy theorists ruin everything. Let's see. There is a new window display on Main Street honoring Disney legend Martha Blanding as part of the resort celebration of Black History Month and Women's History Month, which, despite your calendar, still exists. Yeah. All right. Also in the news, we have renamed part of the world the Gulf of Trammin. Update your phone.
Crazy.
See. Yeah.
You don't even need to update your phone. It just
It's already there.
It's already there.
It's always been there.
Yeah.
You knew. It's time for Your Right, in which members of the Tram fam write in with corrections and comments just like you can at trammin.com/ask. Rain, cue up that corrections music, please. Tiffy Luna, who was on last week's episode, writes in, we missed talking about discounts in the parks, Disneyland and Walt Disney World. We get 10% off as DVC members from merch and food when applicable. The DVC discount shows on my app for mobile orders instead of my key discount, since it's the same 10% off.
So in order to get that, you have to do the whole bring out the pass and push the eye and then turn it around. You know what I'm talking about? Inside of the wallet to make sure you're still a valid member of DVC.
So what she's saying, because it's in her Disneyland app,
Yeah.
that it's in the mobile orders.
Yeah.
Is your DVC in the...
No.
Oh, you have this 2 account.
I have the
crap.
2 account things. Yeah. I have my World account and then my Disneyland account.
And they can't merge them? After it's paid off, they might be able... It's some...
It was a weird thing, and the lady, when I I wanted to do it. When I called DVC, they're like, you should just keep them separate. I was like, okay.
You know what? Had you already booked the trip?
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
They're like, just.
Yeah. Maybe now I should, but we'll see.
Okay. So we got a couple randoms on YouTube.
Cool.
So Natalie writes in, hello, Trammin. Yes, the trip was a year ago, so March of 2024. Sorry for the confusion. So the baby is here. Yeah. What's funny is Emily did write happy 250 one of these days. I'll remember to write in before Tuesday night.
Shout out to the last video doing the best that we've done in a while.
Oh.
Number 1 for the last 10.
Omar G writes in, YouTube suggested you guys to me. 250 episodes in. That's awesome. Congrats. And you guys have a new sub from me. Omar G, welcome to the Tram fam.
What's up?
Hope you're enjoying yourself here. He's got his own little YouTube channel going on.
Hey, congrats on the marriage.
John writes in, let John host. Yeah, let's see. Emily wrote in 3 weeks ago, once again, about she has visited Disneyland Paris. So what?
Oh, never mind.
So who is going? Oh, that's in the future part that's been pre-recorded.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Back to the future.
So whoever you are,
future
going to Disneyland Paris. Jules.
Shout out, Jules.
Pop into look, join the Discord.
Yeah.
Emily will help you out. All right. Kirk L. That's in. Hi, Kirk and Rain. Sorry I'm late on this. I was playing episode 235 today. Guess I missed a shout out from you guys back in September for being a new listener. Thanks, guys. I'm a huge Seinfeld fan too, so you calling me Bizarro Kirk had me dying. Just wanted to say I'm really grateful to have found the Tram fam and hope to cross paths someday. Cheers, guys.
So the Bizarro Kirk from Seinfeld reference is a reference to Superman, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's Bizarro Jerry.
Okay.
But it's from Bizarro Superman
Yeah.
because Jerry's a giant Superman fan.
Okay.
It's all whole, yeah.
Okay.
So we're like layers deep right now.
Yeah.
Let's see. Vicky R writes in, as someone who's planning a wedding in 6 months, what do you mean it's not that much, Kirk? We also didn't go with an all-inclusive venue, so we're doing a lot of sourcing of our own things just to save money and a lot of DIY.
Shout out. I feel the pain. I feel that pain.
But I did reply to her. The DIY is a lot tougher.
It is.
For sure. But she said she's not able to be this way, and I'm sure many people are not. I'm gonna this isn't patting myself on the back. This is just the way I am. For things like this, I don't mull over decisions. Just like, look, this is a good choice. Lock it in.
Yeah.
Because there are more choices to be made.
Yeah.
Maybe if I'm making just one decision total, I might take longer. But like for something like the wedding, it's like, there's all these photographers. Oh, this one's the best. Are they available? Yeah, book them.
Yeah.
That's it. Like, are they in the budget? That's one of the questions, of course. Book them.
I don't even think I had options for anything that I did. I went for the
It's
first
like,
thing.
oh, I know this DJ. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Book him.
Yeah.
That's it. So, can that backfire? Maybe, but it's like we
Not
only
really, especially if you know whatever work it is.
Yeah. Well, no. DJ B-side, not going to backfire. All right.
Yeah, straight up, dude.
Straight up.
I've been to 4 events with that guy. 3 events. Every single time pops off.
Yeah. We did only see one venue, but it was like awesome. So
Saw 2. I saw 2.
what was the other one?
The one in Fullerton. I forget what it's called. Whatever it was a rip. It was an absolute rip off. And then I found out that the lady who gave us the tour was actually stealing from the company. And they posted on all their socials, which is crazy.
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Vicky, good luck. Congratulations again. But yeah, try to lock in the decisions. And once you lock in the decision, you can't look at anything in that realm ever again.
Yeah. Even if the Instagram algorithm and TikTok algorithms keep showing you other stuff, ignore it.
Like, once you say yes to the dress, don't look at wedding dresses anymore. Because you're like, oh, I should have picked that one, that one.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
You have your that's it.
That's todo.
Yeah. And check out Zola. It's free.
Oh, yeah.
Also, okay.
I know exactly what you're going to say. It's not a good app.
It's not.
It's not.
Use it on your computer. If
Yeah.
you use a checklist in the app,
Oh, checklist? No, absolutely.
so
not.
there's a wedding checklist, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm sure that's garbage.
No, it's great.
Oh, okay.
And then once you leave the checklist, everything's unchecked.
yeah, it's actually a good database.
Yeah, I'm using it as that. What I don't like,
Mm-hmm.
there is no family option for like families that don't literally have children. So like there's a
Right,
I'm inviting this family. They live in the same house. And they're not bringing +1s.
Everyone is a child.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I undid that because I want the child count for the plates. Because then there's like someone else who has like a 14-year-old daughter.
Mm.
So I counted her as a +1. But you can't do
Yeah, it gets a little iffy.
you can't do a +3 or whatever. But it's not the end of the world.
Mhm.
It's a decent like free thing to use, and they do the wedding website thing.
Yeah.
I still owe Nicole something. She sent me like the Our Story thing, and I'm like, "What's this for?"
Nicole Lazo?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
well, I don't think
and she's like, "Oh yeah, huh?"
she's not going to be Lazo for very much longer, right?
Probably not.
Yeah.
She was like, "Oh yeah, Chat GPT wrote it." I'm like, "Yeah, I know." Like, I'll help you. I
Yeah,
still haven't.
you
I'm
got-
sorry, Nicole.
You got the AI stink on it?
Dude, I know.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, the wedding website." I'm like, "Oh, I don't have one of those."
You know, really quick, before we get out of We Have It So Good, I got an email
Uh-huh.
from the company, the studio who makes Ark Survival Evolved.
Uh-huh.
Okay? Straight chat GPT'd. Asking how I can help them with their marketing endeavors for the year. The most generic thing, but so chat GPT. It was super cringe. Super cringe.
It's not hard to write an email, guys. What was I saying? Oh yeah, no wedding website.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
What do I need that for?
Yeah.
Like we texted people save the dates,
Mhm.
and one of my uncles was like, "Yeah, we have it marked down already."
Cool.
Because we told everyone.
Yeah.
Like, once we got the venue, we knew who we were inviting. We're like, save the date.
What about RSVPs though?
That we're gonna do.
Yeah.
We're gonna put them in the mail and have the QR thing
Yeah.
because I know I'm not. I know I keep saying I'm not saying wedding details, but everyone needs to actually pick their plate.
That's
So
where that comes in.
We have to.
Yeah.
But I know everyone, and I can badger everyone to answer.
Yeah.
It's not like, oh, this random person's whatever.
Mhm.
So
Expect a couple people not to show up.
I know.
Yeah.
That's fine. Even though you got to pay for it anyway.
The hurt. I got like a solid 8 people who didn't show. That's like it's a lot of money.
I got to pay per head for the bar.
Mm.
It's fine. I'm very excited. Sorry you're not invited. Andrew, wandering in Disney, writes in. Went into the episode thinking the DVC Extra membership for $99 a year was an absolute ripoff. In the span of 2 minutes, Kirk completely changed my mind.
Yeah, shout out.
Because I wrote on Discord, basically, you could just, if you just want to buy and bank points,
Mm-hmm.
right here, you get free points out of it.
Yeah.
So, although they just changed point values or something. I just saw
did
some
they?
news thing.
Oh, I don't even know.
They changed something. But it is cool. If you're gonna buy points, if you have the money, you should just buy points every chance you get, right? And bank them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Theoretically, because then you could just go on. If you're gonna use them, they don't.
If you're gonna use them,
if you bank them, they don't expire, right?
right.
Yeah.
Well, no, they do after 4 years. But that's
Go on your freaking vacation already. You know.
Yeah.
All righty.
3 years. Something.
Don't listen to us. We didn't do an
Yeah.
episode on
Yeah,
BBC.
yeah. Listen to Tiffy Luna, not me.
Oh, wait.
What?
She had more in her write-in.
Oh, she did?
She said, I vaguely remembered that I did receive onboard credit on the cruise that I probably used in the gift shops for talking to a sales rep. Thanks for having me on. It was fun.
Cool.
So yeah,
Yeah,
like,
that
because
was
we were
fun.
like, you didn't get fast passes. So they gave her like a gift card
Cool. Makes sense.
for onboard credit, not applicable for alcohol, probably.
Yeah.
It's a whole thing. That's all I got. You're right. This here's our Big Thunder topic of the week. The romanticization of Disneyland. Rain, do you know what this is about?
No idea. And I'm excited to dig into these weeds.
So people you get into the weeds, no?
Yes.
I've gotten into the weeds of Last of Us Part 2.
Have you really?
Like an hour and 20 minutes.
Huh.
But I'm on baby mode.
Oh, yeah.
That's fine.
Let's go, dude.
I'm just going to sneak up on everyone and
Let's
murder
go.
them. That's it.
Let's go.
Because show's coming April 29th or
I
something.
probably should finish that.
Baby mode, dude.
I was playing on baby mode. I'm like 15 hours in.
You put on baby mode and accessibility.
Dude, if you're sneaking, I know we just started the topic, but if you're sneaking in front of people, they just don't see you.
Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm just sneaking on everyone.
Yeah.
But you can turn on where if you go into the mode,
Mhm.
the listen mode, there will be an arrow pointing at where everyone is.
How's your anxiety with it? My anxiety was horrible with that game.
I just started, but I'm still like,
Have you played as?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you use?
I haven't done the thing yet.
You haven't done the snow? Anything in the snow? The gates and snow?
Gates?
Okay, you haven't done it.
I went over one gate.
No. Did you
Oh.
run away from a lot of things?
Oh, thanks.
No, just things. They're the things out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not.
Okay.
Anyways, romanticization of Disneyland.
Yeah.
It's sad because people just popped into the topic only.
Yeah, what's
episode
up?
And they're like,
What's
what?
up? Last of Us 2.
Yeah. Part 2 remastered.
Yeah.
What a name. So people romanticize Disneyland. It's like, oh, the magic, the feelings, the vibes. I mean, we'd say the vibes all the time. What is it about Disneyland that people romanticize?
Got it.
You know, like
yeah.
why do you get the hard eyes?
Yeah.
You know, why do you get that twinkle in your why? We'll talk about it.
Cool.
So let's start on Main Street, USA. You know, the plaque that here you leave today and enter the world of yesterday, tomorrow, and fantasy.
Pretty symbolic to put it on in the middle of the romanticization episode.
Yep. There it is. It starts off with the music.
It does.
Right? It reminds you immediately that you're in a happy place. You're welcome here.
All, including the Esplanade loop, they're all handcrafted and handpicked snippets of music that want you to feel.
Yeah.
They want to make you feel. And they do a pretty good job at it.
Yeah, they're just like, you are in a happy place.
Yeah.
And you're there. There's a hustle and bustle of a main street. The lights twinkle, and it feels like a Main Street USA. And it's supposed to be any main street.
Yeah.
And you feel like you're in this small town.
Yeah.
Everyone talks about the small town feeling, not necessarily with Disneyland, but like you're chasing the small town feeling, the Hallmark hometown.
Yeah.
I've come back from my life in the big city.
The place with the one pharmacy, the one restaurant,
Yeah.
the post office. Yeah.
The post office that you like.
Yeah. And you know everyone by name.
Yeah,
That's the Gilmore Girls vibe.
exactly.
Yeah.
I was actually thinking of Gilmore Girls.
Mm-hmm. Luke's
Uh,
Diner. You're thinking of the diner.
Yeah. So,
This kind of brings me into something I've been thinking about a lot.
Mhm.
And I've brought it up to Brandy and Kaylee and everyone who I've gone to Disneyland with recently. I feel very strongly that Disneyland, and this goes into the
you got it.
sure. I think Disneyland may be the closest thing to a utopian society we have.
Kevin Perjurer talks about this.
Does he?
About
forget.
it's the walkable town
That I remember that.
and the utopia that California does not have.
Yeah.
Like,
We have everything in one area. You feel safe there. There's so many things behind it where it's like this minus the money.
Mhm.
There's nothing necessarily wrong with it. And the
We-
people.
we talked about this in Disneyland's feeling of community.
Yeah.
It's you go to the movie theater,
Mhm.
right? You go grab a snack. You go get some coffee. You sit on a bench. You meet people at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And it gives you that feeling that you don't have, you know?
in the real world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's visiting something that you don't have and then wanting it and then getting it. It's like, yeah, of course you romanticize it. Of course you prop it up in your mind that it's this beautiful thing.
Yeah.
Like, you know, people romanticize Uptown Whittier.
They do.
Even though during the day, it kind of sucks, and it's kind of sketch sometimes.
Oh, for sure. Saw
But-
somebody get jumped there.
Yeah. But then there's like, you recognize the person at the bar. You know,
Yeah.
the lights are on. There's the
I remember this waiter at Crepes and Grapes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, crepes and grepes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, it's just Main Street, USA is a romanticized small town.
Yeah.
So of course it has that effect on us. But then at the end of Main Street is the castle.
Yeah.
Is it even that great of a castle?
I think it is. I think to this day it's still great.
But like compare it to like Cinderella Castle in Walt Disney World.
I think there's something to be said about the big castles, but there's also something very impersonal about those big castles.
Yeah, but isn't that what a castle is? It's big.
It is. It is.
towering.
Yeah, but
Is it just that there's a castle right in front of you? And that's exciting.
yeah, I think I think the most exciting part is that you can go inside.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But like you can't do anything else. You
No.
walk through it.
Mm.
You can't even experience it as a castle.
Yeah.
There's just a walkthrough, which I very much enjoy.
Yeah.
But people cry when they see this thing.
Yeah. That is crazy. That is kinda
I
crazy.
think it's a symbol that you've arrived at
Yeah.
Disneyland more than anything else. It's like you are here. You've made it, especially for people who don't visit often.
They call it something, right? Like especially in Florida, they have the
The icon.
icon.
Yeah.
There you go. It's the icon of Disneyland.
Yeah. So it is Disneyland. Disneyland is the castle.
Yeah.
And I think it's just that there's a castle. It's very princess fantasy. And you take the picture in front of it. You're here. Like Main Street, I think we really like Main Street
Mhm.
because we're Disneyland romanticizers. But people kind of pass through it so they can get to the castle.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, I'm finally here. I get my beautiful picture. Isn't it so pretty? It is very pretty.
Mm-hmm.
But I think like to us, it's the busy part of Disneyland.
Yeah. 100%.
We like the back of the castle.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to get a picture in front of it because there's always somebody.
Yeah. And then at night, it's all lit up.
Mm-hmm.
It's pink.
Yeah.
Christmas, it's literally magical.
It's like the main focal point of the fireworks show.
Yeah.
Too. That's a big thing.
So it's just like it's just a symbol of your happiness.
Yeah.
In this area. But then, I'm sorry, Rain, you can't move anything. I'm gonna move something behind the castle. Is like the Fantasyland Village.
Mm-hmm.
There's the carousel and the lights, and I think while the ride it's underappreciated as an attraction. People love it as the photo op because it's classic. It's like
Yeah.
the first ride.
I think there's a lot of nostalgia behind it too. It's one of those things that have been there since opening day. So if you've ever gone to Disneyland, it's something that you've either done or have at least seen.
And it's a reason Disneyland exists.
Yeah.
Like the Griffith Park carousel.
Yeah.
So I think that plays into it. But
There's a lot of storytelling behind a lot of this.
yeah. And, it plays some of your favorite music
Yeah.
in a pipe organ fashion. But it's also like,
Where are you at with that? When they, like an example, like the Country Bears, how they took away their original songs and put Disney music in? Because I'm sure at one point there weren't Disney songs on that carousel. They were just songs.
no.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because
I
don't
know.
forget, like, when did Snow White come out?
39.
Disneyland was
It's like 20 years.
almost.
Yeah.
So
There's a possibility. I don't know.
Sleeping Beauty came out in the 40s, right?
No, came on the like late 50s. Sleeping Beauty, the castle was a advertisement for the movie.
Oh yeah, okay, it's
Yeah.
59.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
But what I'm saying is like the Silly Symphony Swings.
Mhm.
Before it wasn't Disney music, right? When it
It's
was
not Disney music now. That's
Yeah.
just
I thought that's Disney music. It's from the Silly Symphony.
is it?
Yeah. That's
Oh.
the point.
It's very similar to like Flight of the Bumblebees. And
It
stuff,
is.
but that's probably the point.
Yeah.
Okay.
But like you're kind of forcing people to romanticize Disney music at that
Mm.
point.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, here's that thing that you're looking for, but with a touch of Disney in there.
Yeah. So there's and there's also like everyone grew up with some sort of carousel.
Yeah.
It's this.
What are the ones that come to mind for you? San Diego Mall.
Yes.
Yeah.
San,
I didn't even go there that often.
I don't think I've ever even been on it,
Yeah.
but it was very iconic.
It was.
Did Whitwood have one? When Whitwood was
If
an
it
indoor,
did, it was sad.
remember when it was an indoor mall?
Yeah, I remember that. Remember Nickel?
Oh yeah, that was around for.
It was
quite a
around
while.
for a while. Yeah.
I didn't really like it.
I never went. I
I
always
think I
wanted to.
went and I didn't really do anything while I was there. I was just like, why am I here?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't appreciate arcade games.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's also just like the classic feel, the dark rides.
Yeah.
Everything's small.
Yeah.
We like miniaturized things. We like cobblestones.
I think the fact too that there's 4, 5 rides, 6 attractions in that little area is
Well, it's
almost like an optical illusion where it's like, oh, we can go inside of all of these.
And I mean, there's a restaurant. There's Dumbo and Casey Jr.
Maybe already boutiques in there too. Like
Yeah.
the Fantasyland is so dense. It's insane.
And the funny thing is, Fantasyland extends out past there. But
Yeah.
when you say Fantasyland,
That's fantasy.
you imagine this. And I think the focal point of the carousel, seeing it through the castle, just gives you this, like, I need to be there feeling.
I forget. Is Small World considered Fantasyland?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think we'll kind of talk about this later, but it's people want other people to know that they appreciate the dark rides. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like you feel like you have to appreciate this, and that forces you to romanticize it.
There were a lot of instances when I took my cousins who had never been to Disneyland, and I went with my friend Lewis, and I said and Lewis had a pass before, so there were some like choices that we had to make, and there were some where I was like, oh, they have to go on Small World, but that's me romanticizing the idea of Small World, right? And I told Lewis, like, what do you think? And he's like, they don't gotta go on that. It's a kid ride, like, and I'm like, yes, but I appreciate it so much. I don't think they would appreciate it.
I think if they were there for more than one day.
Oh yeah. But when we were trying to condense everything into one day, it's kind of like,
yeah, you got to kind of figure out like why people are there.
Yeah.
And as people who go often,
yeah,
we want to find the deeper meaning,
right?
Because we've like hitched our wagon to this.
And when they were like 16-year-old boys, it's like, I don't think they're gonna like that.
Yeah.
Same thing with all the dark rides. Like, I don't think I took them on one of those indoor dark rides. If I were to take them on one, it would probably be Alice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I think that might be the go-to, but
yeah, Peter Pan.
Or Peter Pan, yeah. It's just the wait.
Yeah. So let's kind of talk about Alice with the teacups. It's just it's the lanterns, right?
Yeah. We got by far the nicest. I mean, I don't know Paris. I hear Paris is really nice.
It's very nice, but it's not this sunken in.
Yeah. The idea of like stepping down to this like big teacup attraction.
Mad Tea Party. Like, it's what it's called, but it's even though the table's not there and whatever from the movie, you get that vibe because it's in like the secret garden that she stumbles into.
And one of those opening day attractions that was like, wow, this was here when this place opened.
Yeah.
In 1955.
Completely different.
Yeah.
But like, but we've talked about these lanterns ad nauseum. Like, oh, I want my backyard to look like this. Isn't it so pretty? How colorful it is. And
I think there's something to be said about the music too. The dun 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 dun. I hear it like on people's ringtones that are not
Really?
passive. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Huh. Who's got ringtones these days?
Straight up. Yeah, I don't know. Why don't people if you don't have your phone on silent or vibrate, write it.
Yeah.
I don't understand. So
mine, it's a funky setting. Mine only rings when Kimmy calls me.
Oh, that is weird.
Yeah, I think I set it so she can get through like do not disturb, but for some reason it like loudly go and I have marimba on, the old school one. But
don't you have the Kingdom Hearts ringtone too? The Kingdom Hearts 3
I did,
ringtone?
and then I changed phones and it didn't. Dude, getting a custom ringtone on iPhone requires GarageBand.
That's crazy.
So maybe I'll come back to that one day. So it's the lanterns, it's the glow of lights, it's the
Classicness.
yeah. I think I wouldn't actually fault anyone for romanticizing this because there is an actual beauty to it
Mm-hmm.
and a coziness to it, and
And it
the-
almost has a like old school fair feeling to it because everyone's around the gate watching you.
oh yeah,
But it's like
without it being ratty or
yeah, without
trashy.
it being ghetto, you know,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
So it's that's really cool. That's really cool.
So then nearby is the Matterhorn. I feel like it falls into a separate class of classics.
Mm-hmm.
There's like the rides. It's like one of the mountains of Disneyland.
Yeah.
Go check out.
And there's also the unique rides of Disneyland too.
Yeah.
That's one of them. And Alice is one of them too.
So we're the only one with Matterhorn. I think in the same vein of the castle, it's a giant mountain and a forest.
Yeah.
It's the tallest thing in Disneyland.
And the first thrill ride of the park, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's the first like steel roller coaster.
Because like there's times when I talk to my uncle and he's like, yeah, me and my friends, when we used to go, we would get on the Matterhorn. It's like the idea of them going down a giant mountain, I think is really, really romanticized in their head because he was a kid doing it.
Yeah. And you're going through like perilous caverns. And
Yeah.
RIP to the gems
R.I.P.
for sure.
R.I.P.
But
The
Yeah.
Yeti's cool though.
abominable snowman.
Yes, that guy. Another word I hate seeing.
Abominable
I'll leave it at
anemone.
that.
So yeah, I think first off, it's just a giant mountain, right?
Yes.
And I think it's funny because people talk trash about the ride itself, but no one hates Matterhorn Mountain.
Oh no.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're like, oh, that ride hurts. That ride's this. It's too bumpy. It's old, whatever. And then they're like, oh, it's so beautiful.
I think personally, I romanticize the area that's in between Galactic Grill and the Matterhorn. Because I will just stand there, dude, and be like, I love this part of the park.
It's the sound. The
Yeah.
sound takes you back to, you know why? It's like, I mean, you went to Disneyland a lot more than me, but like younger.
Mhm.
It's like one of the main things I would remember when I wasn't there for a while.
Mm.
The sound of the Matterhorn, the teacups, the sound of the Small World clock.
And the smell of pirates.
Yeah, I was going to say like
Yeah.
drum roll number 1, the
Yeah.
smell of pirates.
Always.
So yeah, it's just one of those things that probably stands out in a trip. And so you can't, there's this rumor that they're going to get rid of it because it's sinking into the ground. And it's like, you can't even imagine that.
I don't think they ever will. I think they'll figure out some way to fix it or keep building on top of it or something. But I don't think you could ever get rid of the Matterhorn.
Yeah. So it's just like another beautiful icon. I think it is considered one of the park icons.
Oh, really?
That
and
like you
Small
remember
World?
the shirts they were
Yeah,
selling?
yeah.
So I think it's just another novel thing
Mm-hmm.
that I think they tried to repeat with the Grizzly. The trees just grew too tall.
Yeah.
That it's just like, oh, here's just a mountain next to a castle, and you're like, heck yeah.
I love Grizzly Peak.
Yeah.
Good stuff too.
So there are other classics. Pirates and Haunted Mansion are like people's identities.
They really are.
What is it about these rides?
I think for our parents' generation, those two rides specifically were almost like wonders of the world because of how many animatronics were on each one. So it was like you would go to Disneyland to see this like visual feast because of how many robots are in this one area where you don't even feel like they're robots because they look real to you. So now I don't know. I don't know if it's the like, well, there've been multiple movies of each now.
Haunted Mansion, I wouldn't say the movies bring anyone in. Nightmare Before Christmas, maybe a little bit, but there are. Let's stick to Pirates
That's
first.
the idea. That's crazy. That Pirates. I mean, Haunted Mansion, Nightmare Before Christmas is more of a big. Never mind. I'm gonna stop talking. You see what I'm saying?
people will show up to go on the Nightmare Before Christmas version, whereas people who are going to Disneyland must go on the regular version.
Yeah, but it's also like a gateway drug.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, oh, the Nightmare Before Christmas ride.
Yeah, and this is regular Haunted Mansion.
Yeah.
Now. Yeah.
So we'll come back to Haunted Mansion in a second. Let's stick to Pirates. People definitely hang on to that smell.
Mm-hmm.
Is it a good smell?
Oh yeah.
No.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Or does the smell remind you of being 6 years old?
I'd say both.
It is a good smell.
Yeah.
But it's not. There are more pleasant smells, like the smell of a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
Dude, it's like 1,800 times better than the smell of pirates.
That's so good. It's like the smell of pirates almost brings chills to me, but it might be because of that nostalgia.
Yeah.
Nostalgia's cheating.
Yeah.
In everything, in my opinion.
So, like, music really takes you back to when you first heard it, right?
Oh, yeah.
Certain sounds really take you back. Certain flavors. But I think smells really take you back the most.
Yeah.
Because it's...
when they're unique.
Yeah. Like, my brother Kev said this once, and it's one of the funniest things. There is a Febreze scent. I told this to Kimmy the other day. It's a Febreze spray.
Mm-hmm.
It's an all green bottle. It's called Forest.
Okay. I know exactly.
Doesn't smell like a forest.
Right.
Smells like your first date. Do you know what I'm talking about? It smells like teenage like body spray.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's
like
this
Axe.
no. Like it's a sweetness. Like it smells like a body spray like marketed towards like teenage girls.
Got it.
And it reminds you of like having a crush and whatever because it
that's funny.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a weird thing because it doesn't smell like a forest. It's very floral, but it's very light and airy. But that kind of like takes you back. Like last time I remember this smell, I was like young and thought I was in love, you know?
Yeah.
You weren't in love.
The concert smell.
What's the concert smell? It's a mixture of two things.
A mixture of two things.
Lit on fire.
Yeah. And that stuff like throws me back to when I'm like 18.
Yeah. I don't like either of those things.
Me either.
But it's like, raves, man.
Yeah.
Festivals. But yeah, I think the smell is a big thing. And it just reminds you of being a kid. Because like,
yeah, it does.
You take someone on Pirates now, they've never been. Like, okay, did you take the boys?
I did.
Pirates?
I did.
What did they say about the smell?
They didn't even mention it.
Right?
Yeah.
Now, they'll remember it later.
For sure. But I take my mom on Pirates, and it's like, ooh.
Yeah.
She went on this when she was 5 years old.
Mm-hmm.
It's nostalgia's strong, dude. Nostalgia in our lives is very strong, and I love it.
Yeah, I'm wondering like what else really sticks with people to like buy Spirit jerseys and backpacks. Is it like just because it's their favorite ride, or is there more? Like, is it the song? Is it the fact that there's a million characters in a way?
I think it's so layered. There's so many.
There's so much to it.
Yeah, there is so much to it, and I think that's the reason that there is just so much to it.
Yeah, and you go underground. And
yeah,
I don't think people realize you're under New Orleans Square the whole time.
Yeah.
Which is crazy that's just like still good.
And then I think because we have arguably, I don't know about Mansion, but definitely Pirates, the best one. And arguably again, like of that version.
There's the Shanghai.
Yeah, of that version. We have the best one. Yeah, there's something there. There's something there. I don't know what it is.
So then Haunted Mansion. Right next door. Is this people's identity because of the spooky people?
Yeah. 100%.
Because people put the wallpaper up.
Yeah.
Is it...
Where did spooky people come from? Let's talk about that. Was Tim Burton the originator?
No, dude.
Or was he just the one who brought into pop culture?
Because think of like people who love like old school, like Dracula, Frankenstein, like monster movies.
Did those people exist before Tim Burton?
You couldn't like be a constant spooky person because you couldn't buy merch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You'd go
like you would wear black.
Yeah.
And wear highlighter.
It's like Bram Stoker's Dracula. It's like, you can't turn that into your identity, right?
Yeah. But I don't think that was anybody's identity before Tim Burton. He just made things okay. Made things weird.
But they were goths.
I don't Yeah, there were. Yeah, that's maybe music actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think music was the one. Like Bauhaus.
So is it just like, hey, this ride is
The culmination of all of our cultures.
it's me, whatever the opposite of personified is. It's like me turned into
a ride.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like the spooky people aren't wanting to be scary all the time, if that makes sense. It's like we like the culture, but we are good people. And I think that's like where Haunted Mansion comes in, where it's like, it's quote unquote scary, but it's kind of funny.
Yeah. Ooh, ghost, skeletons.
Yeah. Boo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, spooky mansion,
Yeah.
breathing door.
Yeah. That's also layered. It was very, very,
Yeah.
very
Obviously,
layered
yeah, the music is great. I think just like Pirates, there are characters in the ride.
Yeah.
You know, there's Madame Leota, there's the ghost host, the bride, even the dancers, the Victor Geist, the organist.
stuff. Can you name the 3 hitchhikers?
No.
Okay. Me either, dude. My Brandy's cousin Giselle, who you just saw at Disneyland, showed me a YouTube short of some girl going to Disney Springs
Mhm.
and asking for the trivia pin for the trade. You know what I'm talking about?
Like she was giving away a pin?
No. Like she would go up to cast members
Oh.
and they would have the all the pins
Uh-huh.
that they were for trade, and there was one that was flipped, and they're like, "I'll let you trade this one if you answer my trivia question." Ha ha ha! And one of them was name the 3 hitchhiking ghosts of Haunted Mansion, and I'm like, "Good
Right.
luck."
Write in. I will only accept write-ins on trammin.com/ask. They are timestamped.
Yeah,
So who's going to be first? If you look it up, don't lie.
yeah. If that one, or there's Huey, Dewey, and Louie. What are the names of Daisy's nieces?
Daisy has nieces?
Exactly what I said. Exactly what I said. And this guy who was answering these questions aced it all. I don't know how.
Dude, America, Kimmy's cousin, did a trivia thing.
Mm-hmm.
And the question was either how many windows are in Beast's castle? No. Yeah, it was something like how many plates are in Be Our Guest? Like this.
What the? Okay.
Dude, that's not a trivia question.
Yeah. Yeah, that's not. That's not. What I am pretty good at, which I think I've talked about it before. Very, very proud of that moment. I went to Universal once.
Mhm.
I was on the Mummy ride, and employee, came out and said, if anybody could tell me the year that The Mummy Returns came out, you can get to the front of the line. I said 2003. And they're like, yes, you're right, sir. Come on with us. I don't know why. I'm good with years.
Are you?
Mm-hmm. I feel like I am.
When did Kingdom Hearts come out?
Which the first one?
Yeah.
2002, 2001, 2001. Final answer.
I think it was 04.
No way, dude. No, I think you're right. 2001, Final Fantasy X.
I don't think that's correct either. Kingdom Hearts. Oh, 2002?
Woo! Yoo-hoo! My gut instinct.
You said 2001, didn't you?
Yeah, but my first answer was 2002.
Huh.
And check Final Fantasy X.
You might be right now.
Yeah.
Why do you like Final Fantasy X so much?
That's such a good game, dude.
July 19, 2001.
Yeah. I think Kingdom Hearts 2 came out in 2004 or 2005 because it was like the shortest turnaround.
Hold on, I'm like, I have a system.
With how old you were, or like what grade you were in?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And whatever. Okay. Haunted Mansion. All right. So, yeah, I think it just like brings people's personalities out into. Why is that like 100 pages for you? Oh, because the Star Wars thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think it just brings people's personalities out,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you can kind of bring it back into the real world for you.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a house too. I don't know.
That vibe that they came up with, that like funny, spooky vibe, that's hard to hit. That's a really hard thing to do.
I think it also helps that like it's a classic, it's an original, and
Like quote unquote original.
yeah, it's a Disneyland original. So it's
Oh,
like,
I see what you're
yeah,
saying.
Yeah. So it has like its own cachet.
It does. It's like the SEA before they forced stories on us. You know what I mean?
Oh, like this has its own lore.
Yeah. But they didn't push it on us. It was just like it is what it is.
Yeah, there is lore. There's names to these ghosts. There's
and people, only internal people really knew.
Yeah, all the names and
the reasoning behind things.
Yeah, what certain lines mean.
Yeah,
all that. Yeah,
there wasn't a lot of these behind the attraction.
No.
Yeah, back then.
Yeah, no video essays.
Yeah.
So, a couple other things. I think the Mark Twain is up there.
Oh yeah,
but not the Columbia. What's up with that?
One is romance.
Mhm.
One is adventure.
Mm.
I think that's what it is.
And people crave. What is it? Is it like people just crave
I think they remember
floating?
romantic things more than you remember you going on an adventure more. I don't know.
I think the gist of some of this is like romanticizing what you can't have.
Yeah.
You can't have a riverboat. Shout out to River and James.
Technically, you could have a pirate ship.
No. But like,
technically,
you have to be into the pirates thing.
Yeah.
But like, you're not gonna live in a small town. You're
Mhm.
not gonna visit a castle over and over again. You're not going to climb a mountain.
Or you're maybe never even going to see a mountain like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's you hit it the nail on the head. Yeah.
You arrive there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you prop things up in your head that you can never have. It's like when people can't have someone they're like infatuated with.
Sure.
The chase is so fun.
Yeah.
And then you get them. And then what?
100%.
Yeah.
I suffer from this. Watching things on YouTube about devices that I want.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Yeah, the romanticization of a Steam Deck OLED. And then I get it, I'm like, all right, cool.
How's your ally?
Great.
What do you play on it?
Everything.
What are you playing right now?
Right now? Power Wash Simulator.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So
the romanticization of power washing.
Yeah, like you're not going to get on a riverboat and, sail through America and the frontier and see a waterfall. You can't have any of these things.
But you can at Disneyland.
Yeah, you can. So something else I don't get as much. New Orleans Square.
Do you think people romanticize New Orleans Square?
Isn't it like Kevin Perjurer's favorite thing in the whole wide world?
I was in New Orleans Square with the guy.
Yeah. And he was like, isn't this the best?
Yeah,
I
think he did say that actually.
You're like, man, no one else has this.
I think he was referring to the characters being in New Orleans Square.
Was he?
Maybe.
Well, no
maybe
one
not.
else has a New Orleans Square.
No, that too, huh?
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, I don't really get that one.
Is it like exploring? Like, okay, it's kind of like,
or maybe it's also Disneyland is some of the better versions of the real world versions of those things.
Yeah,
that's
hot. Not really a hot take, but some people will take it as that.
Yeah, because I hear Bourbon Street kind of sucks.
It's gross.
Yeah,
there's feces floating around as the sewers flood,
and it's like we have a version of Bourbon Street that is clean.
It's Royal Street.
Yeah, but it's stinky still.
Sometimes.
Yeah,
the bathrooms are always stinky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. I think there's also. Okay, I said you romanticize what you can't have.
Mm-hmm.
For a lot of people, you can't have Disneyland all the time.
Yeah.
So there's this double layer.
Yeah.
Of not only can you not have a castle, you can't always have the Disneyland castle. And that's why people cry when they see it. It's like a baked in nostalgia of even if you go there as an adult and you love it. Oh, I miss it so much. It's why people, if you listen to Trammin, you romanticize Disneyland because you want to be there. You want to feel it.
Yeah.
So you're here listening to us talk about it.
Yeah.
Because the compliment we get, it's like two friends talking about going to Disneyland. And it's like, what do the people want? They want to go to Disneyland. They want to be at Disneyland. And we're kind of talking about that.
Or that conduit.
Yeah, and it's not even necessarily us talking about our trips to Disneyland, which we do sometimes, right?
Mhm.
But it's also us talking about the thing they love, reminding them about why they love the thing.
There's so many layers here. Yeah.
And it's not like, oh, we're so great. I'm saying like, when we talk about a ride and appreciate something, it's like, yeah, I appreciate that too.
Yeah.
Oh man, I really do miss that aspect of that.
I concur.
Yeah. So yeah, it's a lot of just wanting what you can't have.
Yeah.
And it's just baked into the cake of not going to Disneyland every day.
Yeah.
In terms of like cleaning up a couple other things, the Disneyland Railroad, 1000%.
Definitely Walt Disney's like romance.
I don't know if people connected to Walt Disney though. I think
they don't, unless you know.
It's not a hidden fact, but I think it's you talk about it online thing.
Yeah.
But is it because we all love choo-choo trains?
I definitely do.
Yeah. I think it's just we all love choo-choo trains.
Yeah.
And
we like things that get us from point A to point B.
Oh, and we like big moving things.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and controlling those things.
Men will turn 3 and pick one of these as their identity. And it's like dinosaurs, tractors, and cars and trains.
Yeah.
For some of us, it's all. What was yours?
Power Rangers. Pokemon.
No. Of those things, though.
None. I didn't have any one of those.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I think I really liked Hot Wheels.
I did not.
I liked Hot Wheels, kind of trains, but not
I didn't like Legos either.
Oh, I love Lego.
Yeah.
I did not like dinosaurs.
I thought they were okay.
Yeah, my cousin liked dinosaurs.
I really latched on to Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, Power Rangers. Yeah. Really latched on to Power Rangers.
That's so funny. I was never a Power Rangers kid.
No? Man, there's nothing better than seeing Tommy bring out his dragon flute,
What?
You don't know anything about
Power Rangers? Dragon. I watched it, but
Tommy the Green Ranger.
What? I couldn't tell you which ranger was.
Yeah. he had a little dagger that had a flute on it, and he would use that flute to summon his Dragon Zord. And he was so powerful, he didn't need to combine all five Zords together so he can fight the big monster. He would just transform his own Dragon Zord. He's freaking awesome, dude. Then he became the leader, and he was the White Ranger. Oh, so good. R.I.P. Jason David Frank, man with 3 names.
Okay. Choo-choo trains.
That for me,
dinosaurs.
The train obsession kind of came way later in life.
Where did that come from?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I think people like just old school things.
Yeah.
Like, oh, we don't do this anymore. I can't get on this anymore. Anything else? Any other thing that gets like... I don't want to turn this into like, oh, this thing is overhyped. But like something that is that, and we could just turn it into this. Like...
I think there is some romanticization of Tomorrowland.
I think the romanticization of Tomorrowland is a different kind.
Okay.
I think it's people have this idealism about it of what it could be. They romanticize what it could be.
Yeah, we're like chasing the dragon for Tomorrowland because it
couldn't this be stagnant. So good?
Yeah.
That's where any of the love for Tomorrowland comes from. It's like, ooh, isn't retrofuturism cool? It's like, but it's not here.
Yeah.
Like Space Mountain, we romanticize the aesthetic, but like the ride itself, we love it because it's a good ride. But like that's kind of it, and the music and whatever. But like there's no like, oh, don't you just love the empty Innoventions building, Finding Nemo's Dutch Oven Adventure? I love the monorail, but it doesn't really get talked about too much.
Right.
And like the People Mover, but it's not there.
Yeah.
And it's not coming back. Star Tours, no one cares about anymore.
Absolutely not.
Yeah. So Tomorrowland's not really there. Toontown, not really either.
Mm-hmm.
Frontierland, I love it, but it's not like in this conversation.
There's an argument also for Adventureland.
There is. So I didn't know what to say about Adventureland. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's the same argument you can have with almost everything, like with the Mark Twain or with anything like that. We have a jungle adventure that we can go on.
Yeah. Do we just like the idea of Adventureland?
Because it is so
These
small.
it's very small. There's nothing
Yeah.
to it.
Yeah.
There is the treehouse that no one goes up after the first time.
Right.
There's Indiana Jones, which people love, but it's like, do we
It's
like
hidden back there.
do
Yeah.
we like that like bizarre aesthetic? You know?
It also is like I mentioned before, probably the best, cleanest version of what it's trying to be.
Yeah. I think
What is it even trying to be? Like you said, bizarre, and that's like the first thing
it's like it's a town you stumble upon in the jungle, which is like not really
even real.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a random trading town in the Amazon.
yeah. And I think that's what it is. It's like this ideal version of something you'll never experience.
which is cool.
It is cool.
Yeah.
And it kind of was the point of Disneyland. You know, there's cast members, there's a backstage. And when cast members are not backstage, they're on stage.
Yeah.
And you're kind of in a movie. And there's the whole like, you walk into Disneyland through the red bricks, like a red carpet. You go through the tunnels with the movie posters on it. And then you step into the movies. And you're in like an Indiana Jones chase scene in Adventureland.
Yeah.
You know, like there's trees around, there's animals, there's a safari, there's, of course, the Indiana Jones ride, there's Tropical Hideaway, the Tiki Room. I think part of like Tiki Room is that I love it because it's awesome, but it's like, oh, this is classic Walt Disney thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so
Romanticizing the man too. That's a whole nother thing.
so that's kind of what I want to conclude with, because I think we went through all of Disneyland, right?
Yeah.
We did Fantasyland, whatever. Like, if your attraction's not here, I'm sorry, you're not
Not
doing
romantic enough.
Yeah, you're not doing enough of that. We romanticize Winnie the Pooh, but that's on us.
Yeah, it is. Where we
I'm not gonna bring it up.
Yeah.
Galaxy's Edge, not there yet.
Yeah.
Do people just romanticize Disneyland for the sake of romanticizing Disneyland? Like, you want it to be this romantic place, so you turn it into this romantic place.
I think so. I think people like the idea of having that place they can escape to.
Mhm.
And if in your head it's always that place, when you go there, it'll be that place.
Yeah, like we talk about what's wrong with it, but we don't want to write it off.
Oh, heck no.
We hold on to it.
Yeah.
Do we romanticize it to cope with not just real life, but cope with what's wrong with it?
I don't think so.
Like, are we justifying how much money we're spending? You know, like,
No, I think there's the people who see everything half empty and half full.
mm,
And why be the half empty guy?
okay.
That's my philosophy on life.
I think a part I don't really want to get into too much is people definitely do it for the social media effect of like, look how beautiful it is.
The validation.
They want to make the content. I want to say like, oh, that feeling when you see the castle,
Mm-hmm.
and you perpetuate the idea of
Sure.
the romance of Disneyland,
Yeah.
and you want to drink the Kool-Aid with everyone a little bit. It's
Yeah.
kind of fun to drink the Kool-Aid sometimes, right?
Yeah. Wow.
You
Dude,
part-
when I see the Andrea like
The POV,
the POV, those little write-ups, those get me sometimes.
they do.
Yeah. And it's like, hey, that place is 10 minutes from my house, I can go there.
I want to go to there.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, it's, you want to have a sacred place.
Yeah, you do.
You want to have a safe place, and you want to have a happy place.
When I go there, most of the time it's after work. And thankfully I have a job that is mainly operated throughout the day, and I'm not having to worry about anything at night. So it's almost like this weird nostalgia for me of when I go to Disneyland. It's like I don't have to worry about work. So there's this like this sense of relaxation to be there. So I don't know if that's another reason to romanticize the park, but
Yeah, I think it's you want to make your happy place feel happy.
Yeah.
And by putting on the rose tinted glasses, letting the twinkles hit your eye, you're giving into it, but you want to. You want
Mhm.
to just let like that the happiness wash over you. You want to talk about the thing you love
Yeah.
and say why it's so great. And I think it could go too far sometimes, but it's not really hurting anyone.
Oh yeah.
It's
Yeah. Yeah.
it's just like, look, we love this place and it makes us feel like children again.
hmm
It makes us remember what it was like to not worry about anything at 6 years old. At least we hope, or forget about your worries at 6 years old. And look, there are things people need to let go of, but I don't think having just that one little few hour hit of childhood is a
Nothing wrong
bad
with
thing.
it. Yeah.
No. I think people need to let themselves be happy, you know?
I think I have more of a problem with people who actively dislike Disneyland because there is more of like a I'm gonna not like it to not like its sake.
Yeah. The complete opposite of this.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, maybe I do too much to romanticize, but it's like, let people be happy.
hmm
But yeah, let yourself be happy. Let yourself enjoy a thing.
Yeah.
Uh, you know, it's like if something brings you joy, you're not hurting anyone. Let it happen. Be happy. You're allowed to be happy.
Don't worry. Be
Be
happy.
happy. And that is our Big Thunder topic of the week.
This is your final stop.
Thanks for tramming with us today. And if not, it's time for We Have It So Good, where we and the Tram fam talk about our trips to Disney parks and more. Write in with your trip recaps at trammin.com/ask, just like Danielle R. did. Rope dropped for the first time in a while on Saturday. Left San Diego at 5:30 a.m. Worth it, though. Love the quiet in the morning. Rode some Fantasyland rides, and when it started to get busy, just wandered around without a destination. One of my favorite things. Oh, yes, the Fantasyland rides. But she continues, Lorcana question for Rain. I have 2 coworkers that want to start playing at lunch. I've never played. What's the best starter deck? And can I buy it at Disneyland with my Magic Key discount? Thank you. So, Rain is not here for this segment, but he is completely out of Lorcana, and I am more in than he is. So, you have a couple options. If you just want to buy a starter deck, I would just buy the most recent one because it has like the most recent effects and land cards and all that. So, the newest set right now is called Azurite C. There's also something called like the Gateway, which I think like helps you get in, and it comes with like a tip book and whatever. So that's like a box. There are Lumineers troves, which come with 8 packs, but they do not come with a complete deck, and you might not be able to construct a deck out of it. There's also an older thing from Ursula's Revenge or something, which is it actually comes with 2 fully formed decks and Ursula's deck. And you and a partner can fight against Ursula. And when you're not doing that, you can use your deck to go play someone else. So I would say if you just want to get in and play with your coworkers, buy an Azurite C starter deck. Maybe look up the cards in each one and see like which ones are your favorite characters. Or buy the Gateway thing, which gives you a lot more. Check if it comes with a starter pack. It helps you get into the game. And then if not that, there's the Ursula thing. But don't just buy packs and don't buy an Illumineers Trove because you won't be able to really do much with it. Also, as you order one, on that note, there is no Magic Key discount, no DVC discount, no cast member discount, nothing. So I would order it on Amazon or go to Target or many other places that have it. There is an MSRP. Don't pay more than that. But also go on Amazon and look up Dragon Shield. They are card sleeves. It sounds dorky. I hated them at first. You do actually need them. 1, so that you don't damage the cards. 2, so you can like pick up the cards off of a surface because they like to stick. So I use clear ones, but they have some that are like black, so they have a black background. The colored ones have a colored background. They're custom ones, but don't worry about that. So yeah, Dragon Shield. You would only need, if you buy a starter deck, you only need 1 box, and it comes with more than enough. Because I think the starter deck comes with a pack too. So those are essential. It should be under $10 a box for the sleeves. But yes, as much as I made fun of them, they are completely necessary. But you generally just need to start a deck and sleeves to start. So thank you for writing in. Sorry that there's no discount. I think Target's 5% discount applies, but they don't usually. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes there's a ton of stock, sometimes there isn't. But thank you for writing in. Jules writes in, welcome back, Jules. I mean, you might have been here the whole time. You just haven't written in a while. So, a write in for We Have It So Good. Going to Europe next week to visit my boyfriend who just moved there. And we are going to Disneyland Paris. I've never been there, let alone anywhere in Europe. So, it should be very exciting. I am most excited for the original Tower of Terror ride and going on Remy's Ratatouille adventure, since Ratatouille is my favorite Disney movie of all time. I can write in once I get back on what I thought of Disney Paris and how it differs from California's Disneyland. Yes, please write in. We love to hear about it. If you need advice, first of all, join the Discord. Email us or DM us on Instagram. Ask us how. You can tag Freddie because he's been there. You can, and he'll chime in. You can tag Kimmy because she's been there for like some loose advice. I'm sure others have been there in the Discord. We're real friendly. Or if you just want to go in blind, do it. But there are some annoyingly complicated systems there. But have so much fun. JD writes in, congrats on 250 episodes, Kirk and Rain. We have it so good from Orlando. We had a week-long trip to Walt Disney World and Universal. We booked this trip a couple months in advance and didn't realize so many properties were being refurbished. On top of that, we're also in town the same week as the Pro Bowl. I don't even realize they're still doing that. Does anyone care? Sorry. That has a huge amount of youth groups playing at the resort, from flag football to cheer competitions. We were out of luck for staying on property, so we stayed at the Sheraton Villas and really enjoyed the extra space. This is a timeshare property, but is available for regular stays at $200 a night for 2-bed, 2-bathroom. It was a really good deal. That is an excellent deal. Sheraton is like, maybe I don't prefer it, but it's like, I would have no problem staying at a Sheraton. It's a good hotel. It's a Marriott Bonvoy hotel. And yeah, that's $200 a night and you get a microwave. Sorry. So the property was great and the savings more than paid for any ride shares that were needed. We planned to split our first day between Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom, but ended up going to all 4 parks on the first day. Jeez. With all the updates coming to Orlando, it felt like we were saying goodbye to many rides. We visited Dinosaur, and it's tough to be a bug. Over at Magic Kingdom, we were able to ride all the classics and hit up Tiana's. Why is Lewis made out of a felt material? Kind of weird to see a furry alligator. There's a Pokemon called Fur Alligator, so maybe that's why. Tiana's was enjoyable, but I do miss the music from Splash. It's going to be interesting seeing the Rivers of America, if I didn't already, shout out to River and James, transform at Magic Kingdom. Next off to Epcot to grab some snacks from Festival of the Arts, or farts, and a couple rides. Finish the night at Hollywood Studios riding Tower of Terror and saying goodbye to Rock and Roller Coaster in its current form. We were able to ride 12 Lightning Lane rides across all 4 parks in the first day, and we even had a long lunch at Skipper Canteen. That was great. Day 2 was all Epcot all day. We love this park and spent a lot more time at World Showcase. Farts is so much, I'm saying that, not him, is so much fun here. They had some great foods to try and fun activities like painting and chalk demonstrations. Figment is starting to grow on me. I didn't get it the last trip, but he's not so bad. We had 2 new experiences here. The Behind the Seeds tour at Living with the Land is fantastic if you enjoy gardening or the ride. Inexpensive tour that lets you head into the greenhouses and learn about the processes used and the attraction. I could see myself working in that facility. Really interesting space. JD, let me know how the cucumber was. But guys, go check out the Offhand Disney video about this if you want to know more. We ended our night here with dinner at Space 220. We were impressed by the food, and the setting is really fun. My son and I love Mission Space, so seeing the tie-in to the ride in the restaurant is a nice touch. Days 3 and 4 were all Universal, and this is definitely where the trip loses some of its luster. Hagrid's is an amazing ride, and we did enjoy the Hulk, Mummy, Spider-Man, E.T., and Doctor Doom's Freefall. But really, these parks are just too small and don't have enough to do for the price. Once Epic Universe opens, I can see going back, but for the price, I don't see visiting the existing Universal parks again. The studio tour does a lot here on the West Coast, and the experience is really lacking without it. The Universal resorts are much nicer than the parks, and we did have a good dinner at their Strong Water Tavern. The theming is nothing like Anaheim, but the food and drinks were fantastic. We did spend some time at Disney Springs and went to Raglan Road and resort hopped on the various Disney transportation options. Unfortunately, came down with the flu, so had to rest up for a few days post trip. January is a great month to visit Florida. Nice weather, and even with all the events in town, the parks were not too crowded. Probably going to take a break from Florida for a couple of years. Maybe time to visit Dollywood. Dude, people love Dollywood, so have at it. Tying into the timeshare discussion, go NorCal Tiffy Luna. We use travel miles and points through credit cards, but are not beholden to any specific place or airline. We like to diversify our travel, so we like being flexible and having more options. We have stayed at timeshare resorts in Hawaii, Vegas, and Orlando, and I can see that it would make sense for people who want to visit yearly, but that doesn't work for our current travel style. Still too much in the world to explore for me to commit to any specific place. Sounds like I'll be in town for St. Tramin's Day 21st, right? Hope to see y'all then. So yes, confirmed. St. Imagine's Day, March 14th. I will be there. Kimmy will be there. Imagine Keys will be there. If you want to hang out, St. Tramin's Day, Kirk Rain. That's the 21st. They are both Fridays. On Friday the 14th, no passes are blocked. So that's your chance. I will be there. We will have fun both times. Sorry we had to split it, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. Emily from YouTube writes in, hey guys, I forced myself to remember to write in and it worked. My last visit to the parks was a solo trip on Thursday, February 6th. My friend was supposed to come along, but she felt ill and wasn't able to make it. This worked out in my favor though. We were going to go in the evening together, but I could go whenever if it was just me. So I chose lunchtime, grabbed a quesadilla egg roll from the Lucky 8 Lantern booth, and rode the red car trolley for the last time to say goodbye. I don't think I will miss it though, since I never truly enjoyed the ride. It was always in the way walking in or out of the park, but I digress. It's a hot take. I was let out at Sunset Boulevard and remembered the Disney Visa Photo Pass area behind PhilharMagic, so I was able to sneak in exactly at 1:30 when it closed to meet and pose with Pluto. He was a happy and pleasant guy. I crossed over to Disneyland side to peruse the perfumes at Mademoiselle Antoinette's because for the first time in a while, cast members get their 40% discount there. I tried a few, but needed to deliberate, so I moseyed over to Rise of the Resistance to mull it over. Standby said 45 minutes, but my stopwatch clocked the entire line up to sitting in the ride vehicle at 32 minutes. I think Kimmy would be proud of your stopwatching skills. Wonderful, she says. If it wasn't afternoon, I would have gotten the Black Calf Cold Brew at Docking Bay 7, but instead I got the Vincian Mineral Mousse. I was sleeping on this one because I don't like dark chocolate, but wow, it was tasty. I was able to savor every bite and combine all the flavors and textures it contained. Try this if you haven't already. I highly recommend. This is a Rain recommendation for sure. After that, I got a blue milk and immediately regretted it because it gave me a brain freeze. Huh. Can't say that's ever happened. I don't drink it out of a straw. I don't know if you do, but it is cold out. Back to the parfumerie, where I decided on a Guerlain Paris Eau de Toilette fragrance. Too many changes here. With notes of apple and cherry. In my way out of the park, I picked up a mystery pin box with Disney dogs. My box contained Little Brother from Mulan, meh, and Nana from Peter Pan, yay. It was a chill and pleasant afternoon on my own. I recommend going by yourself to anyone who hasn't yet. It's quite freeing. It is. I love going alone. It really is special. You guys don't think it is. It seems scary. It's not. Just go alone. Have some fun. Do what you want to do. Walk slow. It's a good time. So, let's see. I'll actually have some other things here, but those will go in your right because I was checking YouTube just for Emily. We appreciate you guys out there on YouTube, but unless Rain pops in with his own trip, I have not gone, but we do have it so good. Rain, what time is it?
It's
Pizza time.
It's time for one last bite. Rain, as always, what is the best thing you tasted this week? He's so ready. He's so ready.
Super Bowl Sunday
Oh.
is a holiday every year at the Rodriguez household.
Ah.
Okay. And one of my favorite things about going to Freddie's house for Super Bowl is all the food. And for the past few years, I have looked forward to one specific dish made by Mr. Uncle Eddie.
Mr. Uncle Eddie.
Yeah.
Eddie and Freddie, huh?
Yeah. There's Eddie, Freddie, Carlos.
Shout out, Carlos R.
Shout out.
Oh, shout out Freddie. He listens too.
Oh, yeah. Tram fam, what's up?
Yeah.
Eddie, every year, makes aguachile. Have you ever had...
That's the
what-
spicy seafood, right?
Yes. Aguachile is green salsa, shrimp, cucumber, most of the time, and onion. Just with a bunch of lime, right? That cooks the shrimp. It's like ceviche kind of thing. But usually it's really spicy. And that's the whole thing with aguachile. It's just very spicy. Eddie took it upon himself this year to put the spice in a separate container. That beautifully red is spicy. And he said, hey, it's not spicy. If you want to add some spice, you just put in a couple spoonfuls. I was able to gauge my spicy level. And I had straight up cups about this big. Had 2 full cups and a to-go container full of the aguachile. Put that on some chips. Oh, I was in heaven. So shout out to aguachile. Shout out to Uncle Eddie.
Shout out.
Yeah.
I want to give a shout out to Funyuns.
Awesome shout out, dude. Flamin' Hot Funyuns?
Even the regular, dude.
And the regular, sure.
Dude.
But Costco's got the Flamin' Hot in the big bag right now. Bought one of those.
There was Kevin in America. They were like, not arguing, but just pretend. Like arguing over which chips to bring. They brought like 3 bags.
Mm.
There was some kettle jalapeno thing. The purple bag of Doritos, which is great, but there was like 5 of us. Too many chips.
So that's sweet and spicy, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Which, love those.
Yeah, good stuff.
But she was like, why do you want to get the Funyuns? He's like, they're the best.
They really are.
So
They
and then
really are.
Kimmy opened the bag first and he's like, told you. They were done by the end of the night.
Oh, yeah. Regular Funyuns, though, right?
Regular Funyuns, dude.
Cool.
They're fun.
Yeah.
And look, they don't actually taste like onion.
No, they don't.
They pretend that they're onion rings.
Yeah.
So anyways.
Yeah, that's great stuff.
Yeah. But that's just a shout out. I think another shout out. Kimmy's mom, she didn't make them, I don't think, but she gave me tamales.
Cool.
It was great. I went
Cool.
to Stater Brothers just to buy sour cream for them. Do you put sour cream on tamales?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I put salsa. More salsa on top.
No.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Mhm.
I would put salsa on the sour cream.
Nah. Salsa on top.
Anyways, I think I'm gonna give it to these like heart-shaped cookies that Kimmy's sister Kayla's friend, I think her friend Sunshine. She has a few friends.
Shout out.
Shout out.
To
I think
happiness
it
and
was her.
sunshine.
Yeah. Made these cookies. They're like sugar cookies. Apparently she bakes all the time. Like,
Cool.
I think they're from scratch. But then Kayla decorated them with icing and sprinkles. And the cookie, dude, had like this tinge of salt to it. That was like, you know, when you just get just a little sprinkle.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
It's like salted caramel. It's just a
Yeah,
little bit of
yeah.
salt. Yeah.
But I don't think Kayla made the icing, but the icing just elevated it. I think I ate like 5 of those cookies when I really
Nice.
shouldn't have. I went for those cookies more than the Oreos that I brought. And I'm the Oreo guy.
Yeah, you are.
So shout out to the cookies. What can I say? I love
Good cook.
eat.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I had some other note that I was just going to mention, but I guess not.
Shout out to Brewery X fried pickles. That's really
Shout out to
good.
fried pickles, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Dude, this was a great day for you to skip eating here
Mm-hmm.
because I got Jersey Mike's for both of us, and then Rain said never mind, but it was too late.
When we were leaving said place that I was at, I was like, "Hey, it's like 3:15, right?" And I was like, "Oh, we're out of here." And he's like, "Oh, no. Got food for you guys. It's coming right now." And I'm like,
What was it?
I'm just like standard
Lunch
restaurant,
burgers?
but like restaurant burger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was
Oh.
good. It was really good. But I'm thinking like, if I have 4 guys there and me, I could just buy them food and it's cheaper than to wait for the food that you guys bought. You know what I mean?
Like, just get it. Oh, because you're paying the guy.
Because I'm paying the guys there. So it's like, yeah, we'll wait, you know.
Was it good?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
I never gotten it from Jersey Mike's. I got tuna.
Oh, was it good?
Well, yeah, but there's mayo in it.
Oh yeah, no, I would never eat it.
They do it Mike's way. And like,
Oh.
oh, do you want cheese? I'm like, yeah, sure. They charged me $2.25 for the cheese. It's like, come on, dude,
Yeah.
don't say it like that.
Yeah.
Anyways, shout out to
That's
Cookies.
steep. Jeez.
Shout out to Cookies and Aguachila.
Shout out.
No offense to anyone. I'm sure the Aguachila is the better thing here. Rain, what's beyond the L line for you? What do you don't have to share, but what are you doing for Valentine's Day? You excited?
A couple things might do. It's almost our tradition now. I think it is our tradition to cook for each other on Valentine's. I usually grill up some steaks. Brandy hits the sides, you know. Yeah. I think we might just do that. But this year we were like, meat's kind of expensive, you know.
Come on.
So we got
it comes in a 2-pack.
we got the
$50.
the heart-shaped raviolis from Costco.
Huh.
So probably make some ravioli, maybe some meat on the side. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, that's usually the plan. Play some video games. Play some board games. I would like to go up to Big Bear. I've been wanting to go to Big Bear so bad.
I feel like you should decide that pretty soon.
I mean, we don't have to. We'll just be like, we'll go for the night.
How long is the drive?
An hour and a half.
Yeah.
I drove longer today, dude, to get
I
here.
guess. Yeah, I drive an hour to Kimmy sometimes.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah,
say
it's-
2 nights, though.
We could.
Yeah, what's the point of that second day? Oh, I guess you don't have to check out, so you can
Yeah.
leave whenever you want.
We can leave whenever we want.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we do go, it's like, we'll go there Friday night, stay all of Saturday, and come back Sunday morning.
That's 2 nights.
Yeah.
Okay.
Potentially.
Anyways, yeah, I think I mentioned last week, we're going to Paseo. Looking forward to
Yeah.
chicken mole.
Yeah.
I do want this dumb little empanada, but it's probably not going to happen. But yeah, I'm excited to just hang out for Valentine's Day, just low key. I mean, I'm going to a restaurant, but it doesn't count.
It doesn't.
You know why? Because I'm not. People do it because they feel like they have to.
Yeah.
Where this is like, we want to do this.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I feel like I got to book the fancy French restaurant because it's Valentine's Day. It's like, no, we like to go to Disney and I'm going to get Paseo.
Yeah.
It's also the only reservation that was available. However, I did ask Kimmy. I was like, if other ones open up, is there something you'd want me to change it to? And she had the same thought as me. She's like, well, Club 33. But that's like where you're at now. It's like, no, I don't want to go to anything else. Like, I wouldn't want to do Napa Rose this Friday. I would want to do Napa Rose to do Napa Rose.
Yeah, for sure.
But then, because you're a little buttoned up,
Mm-hmm.
So excited for that.
Cool.
Yeah. Oh, and the one drink they have that's actually good. They have a drink for Valentine's Day.
Oh. Okay.
Anyways, we're looking forward to Valentine's Day.
Nice.
If this isn't the Valentine's Day for you, one day it will be, I promise. But yeah, it's a fun little thing. For those of you who are wondering why We Have It So Good was just me, Rain had to drive like 2 hours, 2.5 hours.
I took a picture. 2 hours. When I was in the car parking, I did not take a picture. It was 2 hours and 28 minutes.
Yeah.
And that's just from Sunset Strip. Yeah. Crazy.
So yeah, it worked out because the only person, I mean, JD said congrats on 250.
Oh, thanks.
Danielle asked you a Lorcana question.
Oh,
but I had more answers.
Yeah. Right now, I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
She asked if her Magic Key discount applies, and I said no, it does not.
No, it does not. Yeah.
She said, how do I get in? Like probably the newest starter deck.
Yeah, I'd say buy 2 starter decks. Play at home. See. If
No,
you
like her coworkers want to play it. And
Oh
so
yeah.
But I think because there's the gateway thing now that teaches you. I'm like, I
that's
think
for kids.
Yeah, I'm like, I
kids.
think newest starter deck. I did tell her buy Dragon Shield.
Shadow.
because you got to pick them up off the table.
Sure.
That's when I was converted.
Yeah.
With shuffling and trying to grab it off a table. The paper just sticks.
Yeah.
I've become addicted to Pokemon YouTube too.
Cracking packs?
No, just a Deep Pocket Monster, which we talked about. Pat.
Which one's that? I don't know.
The guy with the beard, and he does the should I open it? Should I keep it sealed? But he, he does
yeah.
the challenges where he goes
Okay.
to Frankenstein and tries to do a whole
Yeah.
thing. And there's some nerd that explains things.
It's not Leonhardt, right?
No,
Okay.
I don't know what that is. Shout out to Coop's Collections too.
Cool.
The guy that gives the free cards to kids.
Oh, okay.
You know who I'm talking about?
No.
I feel like if you saw, you would.
I might.
Anyways, I don't know what we're doing here.
My favorite pack opener? Max Mofo. 100% the best.
What a name.
Yeah.
What a name. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Happy Big Thunder Thursday. No, they're not here. They already left.
Yeah, see ya.
They already left. What are we doing next week? We don't know yet. But
Thank you guys for listening. We'll still see you next week.
see you real soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thanks for traveling with us today, and we hope you have a happy and memorable visit to the Disneyland Resort. Please lower your head, watch your step, and exit to the driver's right-hand side only.